Riot Platforms is up 446% year to date. They're a blockchain company now. They were something else before. If you look at their all-time chart, guys, they had all-time high, $33,244 a share back in 2007. They're currently at $18 a share. And now they've pivoted to blockchain. Now, guys, we've done Riot before. We've absolutely done this video before, and I want you guys to see what we said in the past about Riot. So here it is right now. Big revenue growth numbers, awesome. Still loses money like crazy. $300 million lost on $300 million in revenue. Great, congratulations. Shares outstanding increased 2,500% in the last 5 years. Holy dilution. So even though the company's revenue is up 30 times, 40 times, it's being diluted. If a company revenue doubles, but their shares outstanding doubles, you got zero benefit. And so if you were back there in 2007, and you said blockchain's the future because you saw all this crypto taking off, and you bought this, you'd have 99% less money today. Nobody should think it's okay to change your name to something that involves blockchain when you have no real underlying blockchain business plan and try to sell securities based on the hype around blockchain. SEC Chairman Jay Clayton said in 2018. Well, he doesn't know anything, does he? Look at their revenue, guys. 2012, $128,000 in revenue. 67,000, 200,000, all these things up here, they just started getting the millions recently. $250 million in revenue, a $3 billion company market cap wise, 12 times price to sales. High return on invested capital, 23%. That means when they invest money back in their business, they get a high return on it. Mo, this is absolutely shocking to me. Like I literally look at companies like this and I have zero FOMO. I don't look at this thing, man, I'm missing out. 446% year to date. I don't feel that way. Yeah. So in this video, guys, we're gonna go over a process. We're not here to just give you what fish to eat. We're trying to teach you how to fish. You can apply these principles to every type of investment, whether it's real estate, business, stocks, whatever it is. But what's main key here is we want you to realize when you buy a stock, you're buying a piece of a business. And every investment is the present value of all the future cash flow streams you're going to get. That is very, very important. We're going to have things for the basic investor, the early investor, the new investor, and we're going to have things for the more advanced investor, things like return on invested capital. We're also going to go over some bull and bear cases for the company, a little bit of news. We're going to look at the 8 pillars, analyst estimates, but we're going to finish, if we can, with our stock analyzer tool, if we have enough data to determine. The thing that concerns me about this company is they brought in $250 million in revenue last year, and they lost 614 on that. Wow. That's like you making 100,000 and spending 300,000. Yep. Nope, more than that. Spending 400,000 because you lost 3x. Solid. You lost your original 100 plus you lost an extra 300,000. Okay. Guys, this is hard. You get a negative, there's no earnings. You get negative profit margin. You get all these things that are just you have a 16% gross margin. Walmart has a higher gross margin than this. Walmart, they've got buildings. They've got overhead. They've got millions of employees. Man. This company is very, very hyped up right now. Yes, it is. Mo, what's some news on Riot? Please tell me something that helps me understand this company better.
So I'm reading 2 recent news stories. This is from Seeking Alpha. So Riot they're mining less Bitcoins, 32% less Bitcoins from May to June. So that's not good. Let's go to bull and bear cases, okay? This is what everybody's talking about. They're buying 33,000 Bitcoin mining machines for $163 million. That's pretty sweet.
Because it only costs $11,346 to mine each
Bitcoin. So if that's true, how much is a Bitcoin right now?
$30,800.
Okay, so that's a pretty good margin right there if that's the case.
But it's a very volatile asset, so if it falls suddenly, there's less margin.
Underwater, right. Bear cases. Because the company is so reliant on Bitcoin, as the price falls, the company has a hard time financing the new mining equipment.
Makes sense.
This is unbelievable to me. This whole Bitcoin mining thing just...
So it mentions here dilution of shareholders. Guys, for those of you who are new to the channel, we don't like it when shareholders are diluted. What that means is issuing more shares. The example I always give is, let's say a company has 10 shares outstanding and you own 1. You own 10% of the business. If they suddenly issue 2 more shares, you still own 1 share, but now you're splitting everything by 12 shares instead of 10. So now you have 8.33%. Let me show you the last 10 years. 10 years ago, this company had 2.7 million shares. It now has 167 more shares.
Wow.
That is 70 times more. 70 times.
Wow.
So if you owned 10% of the business 10 years ago, you now own 0.14% of the business, 0.15, from 10% to 0.14. That is dilution. That means even if the company went up 20 times, you still lost value because you're now splitting it up amongst 70 times more investors.
We were talking about volatility earlier. March of 2021 to December of 2022, the stock fell 95%.
Wow.
Yeah, because of Bitcoin price fall.
So the company is basically just a leveraged bet on Bitcoin.
Yep, that's really it.
So if Bitcoin goes up 100%, they'll probably go up 300, 400%.
Yeah, this whole thing is just it's a gamble. It really is.
Let's see what the 8 pillars say. High return on invested capital. Remember, guys, if you have our software, you can do up to 12 pillars, custom pillars on your own, and it's like 4 quadrillion different versions.
So it's interesting. If you look at the return on invested capital, over the last 10 years, it's been negative 11%. Over the last 5 years, it's been 23%. And over the last year, it's been minus 10%, minus 9%. So what is going on here?
Guys, I'm going to save some time here. This is the too hard pile for me.
Yeah.
I look at the analyst estimates here. They're still losing money, according to analysts, for the next 2 years, finally making 17 cents in 2025. The company is currently at $18. That's 100 PE in 2025 profit. Big revenue growth, but guys, this is just crazy. Guys, I'm asking you to do 2 things for me. 1, subscribe to our channel. This is very, very difficult to understand. These companies here, listen, this company could become $1,000 a share. I have no idea. But all I know is, since I have no idea, I have the ability to take a step back and say, I'm not going to invest in it. I have no problem doing that. Second thing I want you to do, I'm very active on Twitter. Follow me there, because I like to talk about a lot of these things. Just recently, somebody said to me, something about investing. What would you invest in? I like to invest in value, where I can buy discount intrinsic value. That's why I buy crypto. Guys, you know my view on crypto. There's no intrinsic value to any crypto. Until some government like the US takes it on their own and says, we're going to assign this value to it, in its current form, it has no intrinsic value. And that's why a company like Riot, I have to avoid. Now, does that mean you should avoid it? No. If you're better understanding of this kind of business, more power to you. If you think you understand crypto, there's an old saying from Rounders. If you're at the table, you don't know who the sucker is, you're the sucker. I hate to be a jerk about it, but you cannot look at me right now and say that you understand the intrinsic value to crypto. You cannot tell me what Bitcoin's really worth. There were 10, 20,000 different cryptos, and that's also already fallen. I don't think in its present form, crypto stays around. Could it be another form? Absolutely. The US government's already, Fed Powell recently said he thinks crypto is an asset that's here to stay. But again, just like the internet was here to stay forever and got bigger, 98% of internet companies still went to zero back in 2000. That's what you have to remember. I don't think crypto in its current form stays. Could Riot become the next big thing? Sure. But I don't see the path to that. And for that reason, I'm out.
And if it happens, it's not because of anything they did. It's because Bitcoin price went up.
No,
that's what it seems like.
Yeah, but if they're making a bet on that and they're right about it, they're right about it. I just don't see how that's going to play. I just think I really truly believe that anybody who makes it in crypto did it by luck.
That doesn't really have anything to do with the business model, though.
I agree with you, Mo.
Crypto price.
I agree. But even then, it's a guess.
Yeah, it's a total gamble.
So guys, I know it's a short video, but subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter. I just think Riot is too volatile and too scary for me, but do your own research, decide what you're gonna do. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.